Hi friends, it's Joshua again. It's laundry day. Apologies if there's any thumps in the background. Today we're going to be throwing together a simple recipe that you could definitely do on a weeknight. Not a lot of ingredients involved with it, it's just a little bit of time. But it's one of those recipes that you can put in the oven and then go do other things and then come back to it when it's ready to plate. I'm making more portions this time around than I usually do because I want to have some leftovers. So in this video, this is going to be for 4 portions, but in the description, I'll have it so you've got something for 2 people. For this recipe, you're just going to need 4 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, 600 grams of carrots, 600 grams of sweet potato, 75 grams of butter, half a cup of olive oil, half a cup of honey, 2 red chilies, a tablespoon of turmeric, a tablespoon of chili flakes, and salt and pepper to taste. I'm gonna get started by preheating the oven. That's gonna go to 180 fan force, and then I'll get the vegetables ready. I've got a large glass baking tray. That's gonna go into the oven. So I've already washed the carrots, and then I'm gonna cut them into 1 centimeter rounds. They're gonna be in the oven for a little while, so they don't have to be too thin. So into the carrots, I'm gonna add about half of the olive oil and set the rest of that aside. I'm also going to add in half of the chili flakes and half of the turmeric. Give this a stir, making sure the carrots are fully coated. And then with my very yellow turmeric hands, I'm going to spread this out in the baking dish. Give the hands a wash. Give the carrots a crack of salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna get this out of the way and start to get the pan up to temperature for the chicken. That's gonna be on medium heat. I'm just gonna do these sweet potatoes now. These only need a wash, just to get the dirt off. Then I'm gonna take a fork and I'm going to put some holes into the top of the sweet potato. Just do it 4 times in the top. Then I'm going to put the sweet potatoes on top of the carrots, and I'm gonna take a 1/4 of the olive oil and get it on top of the sweet potato. Then massage that to coat it in the oil. And once the sweet potatoes are covered, I'm just going to nestle it amongst the carrots. Okay, that's just gonna go into the middle rack in the oven. And that's gonna cook in the oven for 45 minutes to an hour. I wanna take 25 grams of this butter. Put the rest in the fridge for now. And then the remaining 1/4 of a cup of olive oil is gonna go in as well. Just coat the pan. And then I'm gonna lay the chicken into the pan. Get some salt and pepper. That's gonna cook for about 3 minutes on that side, and then I'm gonna flip it, check that it's got some browning, and cook it for 3 minutes on the other side. Just get some salt and pepper. This is gonna cook for about 3 or so minutes on the other side until the other side is also brown too. Now I'm gonna take the chili and I'm going to cut that into it just so it cooks with the chicken. And we've talked about chili. I'm not gonna harp on it again. If you don't wanna use it, you don't have to use it. I recommend it though. Build up your tolerance. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat off on the pan. I'm gonna put a lid on, and then this is just gonna go in beneath the carrots and sweet potato. It's chicken thighs, so I'm not worried about it overcooking in the oven. That's gonna stay in the oven about as long as the rest of the cooking time for the sweet potato, which at this point is about half an hour or so maybe. So I'll be back in 30 minutes and we'll see if the sweet potato and carrots are done. So everything's been cooking for just under an hour now. I'm gonna check to make sure the sweet potato and the carrots are finished. I'm gonna take a fork, and that fork should just slide into the sweet potato really easily. Those are definitely done. I'm gonna take this out. I'll get out the chicken, but I'm gonna leave the lid on. Won't touch it with my hand like last time. Go ahead and turn the oven off. So I'm just going to get the skin off of the sweet potato. I've let it cool for just a second, so this isn't as hot as it is straight out of the oven. The skin will come off really, really easily. If you don't want to use your fingers for this, you can definitely use like a pair of plastic tongs, okay? That one's gonna go into a bowl, and I'm going to do the other two. All right, with those peeled, I'm going to add in the remaining chili flakes and turmeric into the bowl. And then you just take a fork and start mashing it all up until it becomes mashed sweet potato. While it's still hot, I'm going to add in the remaining butter, just so that melts in there as well. Just gonna add in a bit of salt. That's so good. I'm gonna take the carrots and put those into another bowl. Then I'm gonna take half of that honey and put it into the carrots. Give that a good stir so that everything's coated. Not gonna touch it with my hand, not gonna touch it with my hand. The chilies have done what I wanted them to do. I'm not really gonna put any of them in the final dish, except maybe some of the ones that didn't get quite so dark. Otherwise, they'll add quite an acrid, bitter flavor, which we don't want. And then the rest of the honey goes in over the chicken. Just very gently coat it. This chicken is gonna be super tender after the amount of time it cooked. It's already practically falling apart. Take some of the sweet potato, lay it on first. Switch to a spoon instead of a ladle because you are an intelligent human being. Then some of the carrot. And then finally the chicken. And there we go. Sweet potato mash with honey carrots and sweet and spicy chicken. Oh, that's so beautiful. The mash is creamy. Carrots are perfectly cooked. There's a lot of nice heat. The chicken's great. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you again as always. If you enjoyed the video, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate any feedback, recipe ideas, suggestions, any comments. I'm gonna go demolish this off camera. Enjoy the rest of your night.